How to you guys? So I was supposed to stop today with the plastic surgery video or whatever, but I was watching this video and I was at first I was like, oh, I don't really want to watch this, but it popped up in my recommendations or whatever because I watched the other plastic surgery video, and I was like, okay, let's watch this whatever, and I watched the first story, and my jaw dropped. So I was like, okay, I need to make a video about this, and I'm gonna watch the whole video. Only the first. I've only seen the first TikTok, but that's the one that got me into the whole video. So I'm just gonna watch the whole video with you guys. Let's go.
Get this. So for a couple years now, I have been working seasonally retail. Stay with me. So during the Christmas season, this guy comes in. And I was like, hello, sir. Welcome in. Is there anything I could help you with today? And he goes, can I have your number? And to that, I was like, and he was like, oh, you're married. And I was like, no, sir, actually, I'm engaged. I'm not engaged. I wear this ring out so that if somebody hits on me, I just can be nice and just be like, sorry. I know it's terrible. Sorry, whatever. Moving on. So he was like, oh, it's too bad you're engaged because I'd love to take you out. And I was like, yeah, anyway, how can I help you? And this man goes, I'm actually looking for a necklace for my girlfriend. His girlfriend.
I was so when I watched this, I was so fucking pissed off. Oh my god. These niggas, y'all entertain these niggas. These are the niggas that you like. Niggas that just go around hitting on other girls while buying you. Watch the rest of the story. Listen to the rest of the story.
Then he asks where the $50 and under section is. I was working at a jewelry store. And
These niggas, this nigga and these types of niggas go around while you with them, they go around hitting on other bitches and buying you like secondhand shit. These are the type of niggas that you guys are like, oh my god, I love him. Like, oh, I've been going through this shit my whole and during my entire whole experience of high school. Like these are the men that you like, because these niggas get girlfriends. You know what I mean? So
nice jewelry store. I said, unfortunately, there's only a few items in that price range. Showed it to him. He said, thanks, winks at me, and walks out the door. Somebody come get your man.
Plastic surgeries that
I love her.
went wrong, part 1. Sahar Taber was a beautiful girl. I mean, very
Where are we going with this, man? Where are we going with this? This is gonna be another nightmare fuel.
beautiful. And she got famous in 2017 because she was kind of starting to change her looks crazy. Little by little.
Oh, I've seen this. She wanted to look like Angelina Jolie. I am so uncomfortable right now. I'm literally fucking shaking. This is fucking terrifying.
Some people were even calling her the
My baby.
ugly version of Angelina Jolie.
That's what she wanted. She wanted to look like Angelina Jolie. That's what she said. Kinda. How did that work out for you, girl?
Turns out that she wasn't even trying to look like Angelina Jolie. She was actually inspired
Oh, really? I mean, that makes more sense. That makes much more sense. I guess you succeeded.
by Emily from Corpse Bride. Do you like the before or after? And like this video if I should do a part 2.
Oh, I need to process this. So I was in the grocery store, minding my own business as one should, and I kept getting stares, which I understand why, because look at all this. No, I'm kidding.
Whoa.
It's a should, and I kept getting stares, which I understand why, because look at all this. No, I'm kidding. It's apparently because my jean shorts are too short. It made me uncomfortable. But alas, I'm a strong gal. I just keep a
I love this person. Who is this? The way she emphasizes everything. I fucking love it. Who is she?
strolling, and I noticed that there's this older man who keeps walking behind me. And I'm thinking, what's good, Bubba? Well, he approaches me and he says this. Yes, this is true. Buckle up. Ma'am, you're not wearing a whole lot of clothing. You're gonna make men stumble. And I said, sir, are you saying you're falling head over heels in love with me? He didn't think that was funny. He said, when girls like you wear clothing like that, it's very difficult for boys and men like me to control my thoughts and actions. I said, sir, if you and others can't control your thoughts and actions, you shouldn't be leaving the house because you're a predator.
You guys seem to be shocked that people...
Ma'am, you're not up short. I understand why, because look at all. Minding my own business as one should. And I kept getting stares, which I understand why, because look at all this. No, I'm kidding. apparently because my jean shorts are too short. It made me uncomfortable. But alas, I'm a
Burlas.
strong gal, I just keep a strolling. And I noticed that
I wanna know who this is. I wanna know who this is. My channel is not that big, but if you guys are in the comments, I wanna know who the fuck this is. I'm gonna follow her on Twitch right now. I'm not playing with you. I wanna know who the fuck this is. She's genuinely TikToks rarely make me laugh. This is why I always watch shocking TikToks, because the shock value is better than the comedy value, I guess. But this woman, she's fucking funny. Look how I stopped the video. Like, look at I'm so sorry. Whoever you are, I'm so sorry I stopped the video with this expression of you.
there's this older man who keeps walking behind me. And I'm thinking, what's good, Bubba? Well, he approaches me and he says,
What's good, Baba?
what's this? Yes, this is true. Buckle up. Ma'am,
I love her.
you're not wearing a whole lot of clothing. You're gonna make men stumble. And I said, sir, are you saying you're falling head over heels in love with me? He didn't think that was funny. He
I do.
said, when girls like you wear clothing like that, it's very difficult for boys and men like me to control my thoughts and actions. I said, sir, if you and others can't control your thoughts and actions, you shouldn't be leaving the house because you're a predator.
You guys seem to be shocked that people didn't always
Period.
come the cleanest for their Brazilian wax, but I'm gonna really blow your mind with this one. The real reason I quit
She looks like the typical girl from one of those like Riverdale, Glee, High School Musical, even, one of those teenage kind of movies, Disney teenage kind of movie. That's what she looks like. In a good way.
my waxing job. So I was waxing this lady's Brazilian. It was my first time seeing her, and every time you get a Brazilian wax, it includes the butt. So it came to the part where I was waxing her butt and I told her to lift her knees
I wonder if I should shave my butt. I'm just kidding.
to her chest, and when she did, she farted directly on my arm and I felt a particle
I mean, my butt is not even that hairy. Is it? No, I don't want to touch my butt on this video.
hit my arm.
What the fuck am I saying?
A dookie fleck. It was whatever, and I just finished up the wax and hit my
Excuse-
arm. A dookie fleck.
What?
It was whatever, and I just finished up the wax and, told her she could get dressed. And whenever people would get dressed,
No, my butt is smooth. My ass is smooth. What am I talking about?
we wouldn't leave the room. We would just turn around to give them their privacy. So I turn around, I'm like cleaning up my station, and I hear the paper on the bed ripping. I'm like, that's weird, that's my job to do it. So I turn around to see what she's doing, and this grown woman is holding a turd in her hand, and she's trying to wrap it up in the paper. She tried to throw it in my trash can, and I told her, ma'am, you gotta go flush that. And I told her, ma'am, you gotta go flush that. And this grown woman is holding a turd in her hand, and she's trying to wrap it up in the paper. She tried to throw it in my trash can, and I told her, ma'am, you gotta go flush that.
Oh, I was trying to wait for my brother to get home. Oh, I was trying to wait for my brother to get home so that I
It
could.
reminds me of the meme with that cat from Puss in Boots. It became a meme. There was a cat that used to do like, oh. You know what I mean. Yo.
Reveal, the broken phone. Well, there it is. But he's probably not gonna be home anytime soon.
I don't understand people that, okay, if it's really, really bad, maybe change that. But if your phone falls on the ground and the screen cracks a little bit, why would you throw it away? Like, I have my phone in here and it has a cracked screen, but I still keep it. Like, you don't buy an entire new phone just because the screen is cracked, you know what I mean? Get the screen repaired maybe, but don't buy a new phone just because the screen is cracked. What kind of silver spoon little kid are you?
And so I just decided that I'm gonna show
Because mommy and daddy are gonna pay for that, right?
it. So here's the damaged phone. It's got some cracks, obviously.
Unless you cannot use it because the phone is cracked. But if it's just like a little crack, I've seen people with little cracks buying an entire new phone.
It won't turn on, but I'm pretty sure it's just dead.
Okay, in that case, yeah. See, in that case, yes, buy a new phone, of course. But if it's just a little crack,
The speakers on the phone don't work very well unless you're connected to Bluetooth. So, yeah, he has a new phone now. Also, to answer some common questions, we were on either the fourth or the fifth floor. Sorry about that. It was, on the phone. And it fell about like 2 stories, I think. And so when we found the phone, we were expecting the damage to be a lot worse because when we found it, it was, face down. But honestly, it's not too bad. Like, we still have the phone. So yeah.
Here's the story about the time I accidentally walked the red carpet at the Tony Awards. So my sister
Oh, that was the follow-up of what happened before. Yo.
and I got tickets.
Honestly,
Here's the story about the time I accidentally walked the red carpet at the Tony Awards. So my sister and I got tickets as general audience members. Obviously, the dress code was formal, so here we are walking around Manhattan in our gowns. You can see Radio City, and here I've zoomed in to show that visibility was blocked and people were trying to see the red carpet. So we walked to the end of the street, and not sure how we were going to find the line to get into the theater, and a police officer came over to us and said, "You girls are going to the show, right?" And we said yes. So he escorted us through security and into an area that we assumed would be the general line, and this is what we saw. By the time we realized he'd brought us to the red carpet, he was already gone. There were other people in gowns that weren't being interviewed or photographed, so we briefly thought that this might be the general waiting area, but we quickly figured out they were friends and family of the stars, and one of them offered to take a picture for us, so that was nice. If we looked stressed, it's because we were. We were scared to tell anyone we weren't supposed to be there because we didn't want to get in trouble, even though it wasn't our fault. So we just followed the nice family that took our picture all the way along the red carpet until we got to the front entrance and an employee asked to see our tickets, and once he saw them, he said, "You shouldn't be here." And we said, "We know."
That's amazing. Wow, that's so cute. That's amazing. Imagine getting in that situation. I wish I could get into something like that with Beyonce or something. This looks terrifying, by the way. Oh my god, don't do this. No! No! Oh, those eyes, though. I got it back eventually.
Dominique et Nick s'en allait
I know this song.
tout simplement, routier, pauvre et chantant. En tout chemin, en tout lieu, il ne parle que du bon Dieu, il ne parle que du bon Dieu. À l'époque où Jean sans terre d'Angleterre était le roi, Dominique, notre père, combattit les albigeois.
You gotta be motherfucking kidding me. I would have gone ape shit on that nigga. Like, no, these people need to fucking die. I'm sorry. I hate these people. These people are not humans. Like, they're less than dirt. That's fucking disgusting. Oh my god. No, 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 no. I hope they caught him. I hope they got him. Please tell me they got him. I thought this was gonna be something funny with the music and everything. I thought this was. I was ready to laugh. I thought the guy. I literally stopped breathing. I literally stopped breathing.
Dominique et Nick s'en allait tout simplement, routier.
I just went to go get gas, and this man behind me, this man's probably like
She's got beautiful eyes.
50. He looks at my outfit and goes, "Your outfit matches very nicely." I'm like, "Oh, thank you, sir." Then he goes, "I really like your shoes." I was like, "Oh, thanks." He goes, "What size of shoe do you wear?" I was like, 8.5. I'm at the register. I say 15 on pump 3. The man behind me speaks up, says, "Oh, I'll pay for her gas." I was like, "Oh, no, sir, you don't have to do that." He's like, "No, no, no, I insist." I go outside to go pump my gas. The guy comes back and asks me if he could have a picture of my foot. Why would someone want a picture of?
Girl, you haven't been on the internet, huh? You're not on the internet a lot. Or Reddit or anything, or Twitter, or, this. You're not on the internet a lot. Yeah, right, girl? Because if you was on the internet a lot, you will know why you wanted a picture of your feet. You're not on the internet a lot. Maybe you're on TikTok, maybe you're on Instagram, you're beautiful, but you're not on the internet a lot. Uh, Otherwise, you would know. Otherwise, you will know. We live in strange times. Listen, I like feet. I like feet too, to be honest. But I would never go around asking women for their feet pictures. You know what I mean? First of all, why do these people literally subscribe to this kind of shit to get fit pictures from women? I know some of my friends did that too. They're like, oh, this man paid me like 200 for a picture of my feet. And I'm like, why would you do that? Like, you can go on Google and find this shit. We live in strange times. We live in strange times.
My foot. I start laughing. This guy's not laughing. Dude, he was serious. Oh no, sir. He's like, how much do you charge?
Welcome, girl. Welcome to the modern era of fetishes, girl.
How much do I charge for a picture of my foot? I don't really know my rates yet. So he goes, how about 20? Like, what? Like, no? I would not do that.
Bruh. Get your coin, girl.
I don't know if that's illegal, but I just sold a picture of my foot for $80.
Story time.
Get your coin.
Our freshman year of high school, we decided that it would be super funny if we switched classes for the whole day. Since we were new to the school, no one could tell us apart, especially our teachers. We planned out our day. We wore.
I want to say they look cute, but they look like they're 15. Oh, they say new to the school, so it's probably high school. So no, I don't want to go to jail. I'm sorry. We just got a pedophile. No, I'm sorry. I take it back. Or maybe it's called, I don't even know. But no, they look too young now. Fucking pedophiles.
Wore the same outfits and the same hair, and we gave each other our schedules.
We went over everything we did in class. We kind of had different personalities, so she was more of the troublemaker, and I was just kind of quiet in class.
We ended up giving each other our backpacks, homework, and we switched IDs.
So I walked in class.
So which one is the troublemaker?
We kind of had different personalities, so she was more of the troublemaker, and I was just kind of quiet in class.
We ended up giving each other our backpacks, homework, and we switched IDs.
So I walked into my first class, and some of the kids started to notice that I wasn't Mackenzie, except for the teacher, so I was good.
My first block went really good too. No one really noticed at all, actually.
So from second block to fourth block, none of the teachers noticed that we switched classes.
By lunchtime, pretty much all the students knew, and everyone was talking about it. So after lunch, we were going into our 5th period class, and Malia didn't tell me, but she had a presentation due. I obviously wasn't prepared, and that's when my teacher noticed.
I was just chilling in my class, and then my teacher got a phone call.
Like for part 2?
Part 2!
So I'm just going to go into a little bit more detail about how my teacher found out I wasn't Malia. So this was a group project, and my group was helping me because they knew I was Mackenzie, not Malia.
I love the way they look at each other. It's so cute. They're like, you tell them, girl.
They told me exactly what to say. When our group was presenting, everything was going perfectly smooth, but then my teacher says in these exact words, "You're not Malia, are you?" At this point, I was like, I'm not going to deny it, she knows. So I was like, yeah, I'm Mackenzie. And then she called my teacher.
The class I was in. So I was in her English class taking a test for her. And so my teacher gets a phone call, and he picks it up, and he goes, "Oh my gosh, you're right." So he hangs up the phone, and he looks directly at me, and my heart's like pounding because I'm so scared to see what he's about to say. And then he says, "You're not Mackenzie, are you?" And I was like, "No." So I'm like freaking out because everyone's staring at me, and I thought I was going to get in trouble. And then he said, "You totally got me. I thought you were Mackenzie." And then he told me I was welcome back anytime, and I was like, "What?"
Stay tuned for part 3, booze!
Even though the English teacher was pretty chill about it, we still had to switch back because our other teacher was really mad.
And they told the principal.
So we were both walking back to our... Still had to switch back because our other teacher was really mad.
And they told the principal.
So we were both walking back to our classes and back because our other teacher was really mad.
And they told the principal.
So we were both walking back to our classes, and I walk in and everyone's staring at me and they start laughing, but my teacher was pissed. So I immediately apologized to my teacher because she was so mad, but she told me to have a seat and then we just went on with class.
So I walked back into my class and everyone's just laughing hysterically. Then they started taking pictures of me and posting it on their Snapchat story. So for the rest of the day, we just went on with our normal schedules.
So we went home and everything was fine. But then the next day...
So we went to school and everything was quiet, everything was all good until 5th period again.
So the dean comes in my class, and I'm like freaking out because he looks at me and he goes, let's go to my office. So I'm sitting up in the office, and he's like, all right, I'm gonna go grab your sister.
So once I got up to the office, we both had to write a paragraph about what happened and call our parents. We warned our parents the day before, and they knew that they were going to get a phone call.
So long story short, we had Saturday school, and it really sucked.
The end!
To be honest, I'm gonna be honest with you girls. You should have gotten into way more trouble that you know what I mean. you got off scot free. Like even telling. I can assume that your parents are pretty chill parents, because if that was my parents, they would have beat the shit out of me. Okay, so you girls are lucky, very lucky. You girls got scot motherfucking free. Very lucky. This was insane though. You guys are crazy. And that was your first year, so I assume that like first year of high school, college. What the fuck is that? You guys got off really easy, really easy.
Story time. So one time when I was
This is actually relaxing. I love this video.
at work, I had just gotten back from my lunch and I went to the bathroom and realized someone else was in there.
You sound like you're about to cry.
And as I'm chilling on my phone on the toilet, I see the hand of the woman in the stall next to me. And I'm like, oh, she must need some toilet paper. Then I see she starts kind of sliding under my stall, and I'm like, and she kind of starts to like seize. And I'm like, oh god. And I get up real quick and I pull up my pants and I'm shouting, ma'am, are you okay, ma'am? Just hold on, okay, I'm gonna go get some help, ma'am, just stay with me, ma'am. So then I go find a manager and see him right outside the bathroom, and I said I needed help because there's a woman in the bathroom who just fell off the toilet. So he comes strutting into the bathroom and asks me what's happening. As I'm explaining it to him, she starts to stand up and he goes to help her. He then hands me his phone and tells me to call 911. As I'm explaining what's happening to the person on the phone, my manager tells me to tell them that she overdosed. The lady then realizes what's happening and zooms out the door, and me and my two managers have to follow her out to the parking lot. I'll post part 2 of this pulls up. Part 2 of the time I called 911.
Girl, you need to slow down a little bit and just I don't know. You sound like you're uncomfortable and you just want to get it out. Just slow down a little bit.
One at work, and if you weren't here for part 1,
but she makes it. She's doing all these poses and all this shit, making it look like this. This sounds like a serious situation, and the way she's talking, this is a serious situation. Her voice makes it sound like she's uncomfortable and rushing, but the video itself makes it look like it's a comedy. I'm so confused right now by this video.
and here's what happened. I was at work and I went to the bathroom and a woman fell off the toilet in the stall next to me and started seizing. But it was because she OD'd and then she woke up and ran out the door. Me and my managers
Maybe it's her first video.
then had to follow her out the doors, and now here we are. The lady then gets in her car and starts to drive away very slowly and very badly. As I'm still on the phone with 911, they tell me to describe her and her car, so I told them what she was wearing and her license plate number. I told them that she started to pull into the bank that was next to us on the right of the store. Then she decided to drive to the gas station, which was across the street. As soon as I said that, I saw red and blue flashing lights pulling her over. I hung up with the person on the 911 call and went back to work. Later that night, an officer came in and I showed them the bathroom where we found a needle cap on the ground in her stall. The officer then took my statement, and ever since, I've been scared to go to the bathroom at work. And ever since, I've been scared to go to the bathroom at work.
I must admit, this wasn't a very good video at all. Out of all of them, this was the worst video, to be honest. This was really bad. I didn't like this video at all. She needs to make up her mind. Is this like a funny kind of video? Is this a serious video? Are you uncomfortable? I don't know. I didn't like this video. The video with the twins though, my god, girls. Like, subscribe, and have a wonderful rest of your lives. Oh man.